All right, so the gift. Really cool. The silo is still the same, though. We're assuming you've got your client. Do I need to actually write down that you actually have to hook the client? Okay, so you've done your pre-frame. You've done your thesis suggestion. You induce trance. You do general negativity. At this point, you can go specific negativity, or you can go into some more comprehensive intervention. If it's a deeper issue, which is usually what happens for me, I usually wind up going into some form of regression or affect bridge. Now, I'm going to introduce you to the process of affect bridging, but we're going to do it in a very cool way. This is called the gift. Let's see. Want to feel good?
Oh, yeah. Well, you make me feel good. How about that?
Want to feel better? Okay. How would you like to go into trance today?
Yes.
No, not would you like to go into trance. I said how.
How would I like to?
Sleep. Deep sleep. All the way down, deeper and deeper with every breath you take. Every beat of your heart, even the coolness of my hands, causes you to go even deeper and deeper and deeper, deeper, deeper. With every breath you take, every beat of your heart, Tom, you're simply getting better, better, more relaxed, deeper into trance since you've ever gone before. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to raise your hand up, or your head up, just like this. And that won't disturb you, it'll simply cause you to go even deeper. As I continue to rock your body, rock your mind, that's right, nice and relaxed, loose and deep asleep, that's right. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to open and close your eyes. Each and every time you close your eyes, I want you to double, triple this level of physical and mental relaxation that you're having. Want it to happen, expect it to happen, enjoy the process all the way down. Open your eyes. Deep sleep all the way down. Open your eyes. Deep sleep all the way down. Open your eyes. Deep sleep all the way down, deeper and deeper with every breath you take, every beat of your heart. Now I want you to begin to use that amazing imagination of yours, Tom. I want you to do something very cool for me. I want you to think back on the wings of time. I want you to go back to your favorite experience, your favorite birthday party when you were a kid. And I count from 1 to 5. You're going to fly back on the wings of time to your happiest, most enjoyable birthday party or any other event that has the happiest moment of your life when you were a child. 1, feel yourself moving back in time. 2, like the energy, that happiness drawing you back to the first scene, situation, or event that makes you feel so good, makes you feel so happy, makes you feel 3, 4, and on that next count, you'll be there. 5, there you are. Where are you, inside or outside? First impression. Alone or with people?
Alone.
Daytime or nighttime? Give me a report. Tell me what's happening. Are you happy? You feeling good? Yeah. How old are you? First impression? You're 13, yes. So what are you doing by yourself out there that you're so happy about? Yeah, you're motocrossing. Bang, bang, right? Now, is motocross, is that motorized or is that just with a pedal? Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Is this the first time you ever been this happy? Yeah. Good. So here's something that's really cool. In a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I count from 1 to 5, that feeling of enjoyment that you're having, that wonderful, cool feeling that you love someone, it's going to go twice as strong, twice as more powerful, twice as wonderful. 1, feel that energy building up, going stronger and stronger and stronger. 2, all of my suggestions and all of that pleasure, all of that enjoyment getting stronger and stronger. That's right. 3, getting stronger and stronger and stronger. 4, 5, stronger than it's ever been, getting 10 times stronger with every breath you take and every beat of your heart. Now, because you've gone back on the wings of time to this special place, you automatically know how to get here anytime, any place. Now, I want you to let that scene fade from your mind just for a moment. going to count from 5 to 1. When I reach the number 1, you're going to find yourself moving. Actually, when I start to count 5, you're going to move forward, moving the time back to the present time. Back to the moving. Then follow my instructions, and you'll be here in the present while the past is going on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still here, deep in trance, ready to do something really cool. Now, in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to go back there once again. Only this time, I want you to fly back on the wings of time as the you of today. The Tom who's had those years of life experience, those years of understanding, those years of wisdom that the 13-year-old boy has yet to enjoy, yet to learn. And you're going to give him a very, very special gift. I want you to fly back when I count from 1 to 5. I want you to fly back on the wings of time to right before that event, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I was before you actually got on the bike and started running around. And you're going to do something really, really cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back. There you are. You're back there. And can you see him on the motorbike? Yeah. Get his attention and call him over. Say, hey, dude, how you doing? You can say it out loud. It's okay. Say, I'm you from the future. I know that sounds weird.
Call him son.
That's it. Call him son. That's cool. Say, son, how you doing?
Son, how you
Hey, man, I want to say that I'm you from the future, and I have something really, I have a gift for you. A very special gift. Go ahead.
doing? I'm you from the future.
Make him believe you.
I'm you from the future, and I've got a special gift.
That's right. And here it is. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to give him all of the information, all of the things he needs to know at this point in his life to make everything that comes after it 100 times better. To give him the wisdom, the insight, the foresight, the foreknowledge, everything that's going to build him up, that's going to give him all the things he should have gotten before, but now he can have again and better. Give it. That's your gift to him. And I want you to give that to him. Look him in the eye, take him in your arms, and tell him everything he needs to know and make him believe you. How's it feel?
I'm surprised.
Tell him there's a lot more where that came from. Look him in the eyes and say, Tom or son. Throughout your life, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be times in your life that are more challenging than others. But no matter where you go, no matter what you do, I'm always with you. You're always loved. And you're never alone. And make you believe you.
Wants more.
Let's give it to him. Because there's a never-ending supply deep inside you. Take him in your arms. And as you do that, feel the love pouring out of you into him in a never-ending, inexhaustible supply. As you take him in your arms, feel him shrink down. Feel him go right inside your heart, where he's surrounded by all the love you could ever want and need. All the caring, all the kindness, all the comfort that changes him forever. And let him realize at the deepest level, no matter where he goes, no matter what he does, no matter what happens, you're always there. He's always loved. He's never alone. And let him know that whenever he has a question, whenever there's something he doesn't understand, whenever anything comes up that he's uncertain of, you'll be there to guide him. You'll be there to give him the information he needs. That's right. When you know you've got it, when you know it's true, when he knows it's true, take him in your arms, give him a big hug, give him shrink down. Feel the truth of it ripple from the past into the future. See how every event of his life changes as you move forward in time. At your own rate and speed, seeing everything change, seeing everything shift with the right rate, the right speed, so that you know you've got it. Feel those changes even touching you. You know you've got it. See it shoot off into the future. See how the direction of your life changes because of this one simple, powerful gift. Feel the changes kicking in, taking place. Feel the shifts suddenly, strongly. Whatever works. That's right, natural for you. When you know you've got it, simply allow yourself to come back to the present. And let your eyes open only at the rate and speed that you know. It only gets better. Welcome back. New big round of applause. Issues?
Some down here.
Wow.
Here you go, my friend.
That was the gift.
That was the gift.
Why was this so embarrassing?
No embarrassment there at all, because they're all going to be doing this. This is what happens when you give people the love that they need during a happy time. This one's mine. I made this one up. Go play.
And you pick the time that he is happy when he was 13 years
No,
old.
he did.
He picked the time.
There's two types of regression. There's directed and non-directed. Okay? In a directed regression, we're telling him exactly where to go and exactly what's happening. In a non-directed regression, it's not up to me. Okay? If I tell him, in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to do my whatever hypnotic process I'm going to do, you're going to find yourself in your 5th year birthday party. Fine, 4 through 21. There you are, you're 5 years old. What's going on? Are you inside or outside? Alone with people? Daytime or nighttime? Those questions associate the person into the experience. By the way, when he went back to being 13 years old, did you see how his voice changed?
He gave a different name.
Yeah. Different name, but his whole way of... He was a 13-year-old kid. That's called dissociation. That's full regression. Okay?
And he picked the time that he happy.
His unconscious mind picked it.
Okay.
Okay? That's non-directed. When you're doing the kind of work I do, that's the majority of what I get. But you will get clients who say, I know exactly where this started. It happened when I was 5 years old. Or shit. And there's an uncovering process that we use once we get there. But I want you to get used to the whole concept of leapfrogging back through time following emotion. If that makes any kind of... This is called an affect bridge. Okay?
And if you pick the time that he's sad when you were younger, make it different.
I'm sorry?
If he picked the time that he's sad when he was...
Is it different? What do you mean is it different? I don't understand the question.
The way you will work with him more and... If he go back when he was young and we pick the time that he is not happy, he's sad, like he been hit from somebody and he make a decision, oh, I'm not good enough, something like that, and then you will work with
Then what I will do is I will do the reverse of what I did. Notice I amplified the good feelings. Okay? I amplified the good feelings. I made them even better. Right? If it were a negative thing I was trying to resolve, I would delete the emotional charge, not amplify it. Okay?
to make him more happy because this is a gift. It should be better.
Well, do we, when we're happy and someone gives us a gift, are we more likely to accept it? Exactly. But see, I don't know exactly what he wants and needs. What he should have been told when he was that young. But he does. He knows exactly the right words to use. He knows exactly what those words mean. everything. And the technique that I used there was called the informed parent, or informed child, depending on your perspective. Okay? We go back, we find the child, we find the experience, we find the emotion. We manage the emotion either by deleting it or amplifying it. We bring them back to the present. We send them back as the adult of today, complete with all their knowledge, all their experience, all their wisdom, all their understandings. Because that child back there doesn't have that. He only has the understandings, the knowledge, the emotional maturity, the perceptions of a 13-year-old boy. Got it? But when we go back as the us of today, complete with our life experience, complete with what we know, we can tell the boy what he needs to know. We can tell the woman what she needs to know to make everything okay. Notice I don't tell them what, I don't get ultra specific. Everything that they need to know to be okay, to be right, to be great, to be X, Y, Z. Because I don't know what that is. But they do.
And some people will call past life regression. Is it like this?
This is, well, I could do this for past life, but past life, generally speaking, it would be more directed. You'll say, you're going to go back to your fifth life, your 5 lifetimes ago when you were X. Okay? I don't do that. I can. I have. I usually try to stay in this lifetime whenever possible. But I have regressed people back to 3 months after conception. And you'd be amazed what a developing fetus can overhear and experience. Especially when mom's in prison and she doesn't know she's pregnant. Okay? I get all the really interesting cases.
And he used his imagination to see that because it's in the past, or he sensed it.
Yes. When he's a fully associated, he's there.
Yeah.
You were there. Right? Yes, no.
The only thing I imagine,
Where's the...
that wasn't real. It's like now that experience had my dad there. Whereas before it wasn't. What we've just done is we've changed the scene at that very moment. And that makes, for me, it makes the future the better.
This-
You never hit me, did you?
As I win, as we all win.
Why would I have to shake it?
I know, you process it, and you will. This begins a change process that the body must complete. Okay? So when you do these kind of any kind of regression where you're doing emotional release work, you gotta tell them up front, you're going to need time to process this. Now I don't know how much, I don't know how little, but give yourself time for you. Whatever feelings come up, whatever, if you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. Whatever it is, it's okay. You got to make it okay. You got to tell them what's going to happen. You're going to, be kind to yourself. Like Jerry Kind tells a story. It's called The Story of Jane, where this woman had a massive issue with reaction formation. She was sexually molested, abused. As a child, she became the slut on high heels. Okay? Tried to pretty much worked her way through every therapist she ever had and seduced him on the first visit, except for Jerry, that we know of. But he basically kicked her out. He said, go across the street, buy some new clothes, come back to me when you are ready to change. She came back with a new suit on, broke out into tears. They did a session, found all this nasty shit she went through, resolved it. She checked into a hotel room that night, slept for 18 hours.
By herself?
By yourself. Important question, yes. Woman's life completely changed. People are the way they are because of this stuff they refuse, they haven't been able to process, that they've been in denial of, or whatever. You have anything that you want to add? Or any other questions from these guys?
Do I have questions?
Or do you have anything else you want to...
No, that was, you keeps getting better.
Imagine that. Now, the process is really very simple. You have them, you can use any induction you like. General negativity, you can actually do this. I didn't actually do general negativity or any of that stuff. I did what we call the affect bridge, which is there's a feeling that, there's a time in your life when you felt tremendously good in your body. I amplified the feeling till it was really intense. Now, depending on the issue, depending on where they feel it, you may see some really, really strong expression. That's okay. Count of 5, you're going to fly back on the wings of time to the very first. If it's non-directed, very first scene, situation, event that is the root of this feeling, this good feeling or whatever, this event. Get there, you amplify it. You find out. First impressions. Always, you got to tell them ahead of time. All I want is your first impressions. Inside or outside? Very simple question. Daytime or nighttime? Alone or with somebody? Give me a report, tell me what's happening. That's your job as a regressionist. You find out who the players are, what's going on, and what needs to be fixed. Okay? Now, what needs to be fixed, that'll take you in a lot of different directions. Okay? Once you've amplified the feelings, because this is the gift, this is happy stuff. Same exact process for negative stuff, except that we delete the emotional charge instead of amplifying it. Okay? We'll add more nuggets to this, or more branches to this tree, and more bells and whistles to this process as we go. But the whole point is, bring it back to a happy time, bring it back to amplify the feelings, bring them back to the present. Then send them back again as the adult of today, complete with all his knowledge, all his experience, all his wisdom. You have them dialogue. And you say, I have a very special gift. Give him everything he needs to know to be okay, to make his life better, and to understand everything that's going to happen in a way that the outcomes change. Get love and acceptance. Get that self-love going. Okay? That's huge. And notice how all that now that child is armed with that information, with that wisdom, with that knowledge, with that understanding, how every event of his life and his perception of those events changes. Watch it. Have him ratify it when you know you've got it. When you know it's true. Begin to move forward. Only at the rate and speed that you know. When you're ready, come on back. Can we do this?
Easy.
Easy! Go play. Oh, one more thing. Every now and then, I'm not saying this probably won't happen to anybody in this room, but every now and then the unconscious mind says, let's just fix something. I don't need to feel better. I want to fix something. In that case, you're going to an Abreaction. If an Abreaction should come up, the fastest way to delete the charge is to say, the scene fades, you tend to your breathing. And you just keep repeating it in a very gentle, calm voice until the breathing settles out and their emotional, neurological arousal balances. Okay? Go.
Thank you. Yes, leave.
Go.
Did you notice that when I started the regression, that I was talking a lot about happy birthdays, things like that, and then I suddenly shifted. Because many times, birthdays aren't that happy.
You couldn't get one.
And I had to shift. There's something in me told me, you got to shift it. If I'd have insisted on going back